Hey.
All right, let's try this on for size.
Since John Moxley, Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These five guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. Come Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.
Week number 33. I didn't know we were actually going to do these on the show this
We're doing them, Jim.
this week,
Because it's
but
Thursday.
This ain't a bye week.
we all got our picks in, and Tim didn't have to. Let's go to Tim's picks already, because once again Tim lost in the scorecards. Rodney gets
What
the win.
a bum.
Who?
Rodney gets the win
Tim.
this week.
Rodney.
I thought for sure Tim was going to take it, though. He was up near the top most of the day. Devin didn't fare so well on the Survivor Series picks.
No.
Can't win them all.
Great job, Devin.
Way to go, dickhead.
Yeah.
Coming in real hard. Holy shit.
Hopefully his picks for the CCW card are better.
But Tim, via Rodney, he goes Omos, number 3, Bianca Belair at number 2, and the man, Becky Lynch, comes in at number 1.
The
for
man came around.
Tim
Omos was number
via
2.
Rodney this week. Anybody else want to go next?
Yeah, I feel like mine are similar to that, so
Yeah,
I'll
go
do
ahead,
it.
Smoke.
Get out of the way. Number 1 was Becky Lynch. I thought she had a great showing.
Oh yeah, they were similar.
Yeah. And two is Omos. He won that battle royal that I totally didn't watch. I must have totally missed that. I don't know what the hell I was doing.
Fantastic
You
match
didn't-
too.
You didn't see the Pizza Hut Invitational?
I missed the whole thing, but I heard he won, so I put him on my list. And number
Omos
3,
was number 1.
I put LeBron James on the list because he had the snuggest elbow thrown this entire weekend. So LeBron James earns a spot on my list as the number 3 wrestler of the week.
I'll be darned.
That's on brand for you, Ryan.
Very.
Anybody else want to go next?
I can go next.
All right, go ahead, Matthew.
For number 3, I had the man, Becky Lynch, winning what I thought was the best match of the night at Survivor Series, which isn't saying much, but still,
It was a
give
good
her
match.
some credit. It was. It's just
Yeah.
it didn't really have any competition aside from the last match.
But your next one definitely has a ton of competition.
Oh, well, I mean, anytime you're winning a prestigious championship like the 24/7 title, then
Big time.
it's bigger than winning the Pizza Hut Invitational.
You know
We're
what?
going to be critiquing picks here.
Let me stand down.
So you picked Almost and LeBron James.
James made a dude bleed.
He did.
You're right. Right.
Showed some color. You don't get color on basketball games too much with the blood. So, I mean, he finally made that work. And then number 1, I said last week that I would name Hangman Adam Page my number 1 wrestler for screwing him twice out of a perfect score. So there you go.
You did not lie there.
My debt is resolved.
I was sitting there wondering what he did.
I know. I was thinking
You
about
deserve
it.
it.
Too. I was like,
It
Yeah,
didn't hit me
so-
until this moment.
like Rampage. I didn't even watch, so I don't know
Naturally.
if he did anything on Rampage. We haven't gotten to Dynamite yet. I'm like, what?
But Dynamite was last night, Jim.
It
So
was
we
last
did.
night, but we didn't get there because
got
it's
to.
tomorrow night.
Preemptively giving him the nod for his performance on Dynamite.
That checks out.
Mark, you want to give yours?
All right. Number 3. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We had so that prestigious title.
Mark's actually probably the most legit.
Yeah,
Anyone,
man, I'll
because
tell
it's a
you.
lot of titles.
Mark
that
did
were
well.
on.
I did. It had a lot to do with titles. So I put that Dana Brooke as number 3. You know, this is her first championship in the World Wrestling Entertainment, this 24/7 title. So I think Dana Plato deserved that number 3 spot. So what you talking about, Wills? Remember Dana Plato?
Nope.
Different strokes, Kimberly? No.
But bless her heart, she looked
But
like
not-
she was really into that win.
And she was big into that.
I
Like,
mean, people
it
keep
seemed-
questioning how she maintains employment with WWE through all the cuts, and look at her now, hoisting the
I know.
title above her
Who
head.
would've-
I
who
did love
would've
that commentary was like, they don't know what to do. A girl's won the championship, and she was like the 5th woman to have won it.
Well, you didn't have Briscoe there to roll her up. Like,
Didn't
the-
know.
like
Jim,
Kelly
Briscoe.
Kelly.
The old Briscoe roll up, huh?
The Briscoe roll. That's what they're calling it now.
Yeah. Only when
Briscoe,
Walter's theme is playing.
The old Briscoe roll. Briscoe wasn't invited to come.
Jim, I can't wait till we do shows back together. Because when you play this, I will buy panties and I will throw panties at you from just off the screen.
I'll tell you, that'd be a good time. Poor Mrs. Big Jim. Now let's.
So getting ready to come down here to do the show tonight. She's like, "What do I usually watch when you do Huddle Up?" She's like, "Certainly not NXT. There's too much damn wrestling in this house."
She gets it.
She gets
knows.
it. NXT's
She
not
knows.
great.
It's not great.
No, it used to be. I wish they would make NXT great again.
Those were the days.
Dude, did you see Scotty Too Hottie walked away?
I did. Truth be told, I didn't know he was still employed there.
No, I didn't either. But he had said, he's like, it's not about the money. As soon as it wasn't fun for me anymore, I decided to leave. And he kept calling it he called it like the black and gold brand. So I think he doesn't love the direction right now.
I mean, they could certainly pay me his money. I'll go do that.
Yeah, I'd be all right with that.
I mean, you don't really know how much money he gets paid.
Well, that's true. That's true.
$15 an hour.
Jim, your ass isn't moving down to Ron DeSantis' estate for nothing.
You're right. Good point. That's a real good point.
Beautiful this time of year, though.
Real good point.
Very good.
Mark, I think you're at number
I'm
2.
On number 2,
Well, let's
And
talk
number
about number
two-
3 again, just in case anybody forgot.
that's Dana Plato from Different Strokes. God rest her soul. Remember she was on the Howard Stern show right before she died and said how she was clean and off drugs? And the next day she overdosed?
I do remember that. Yes.
Yikes.
That's awful.
I don't remember that.
That's a shame. Yeah, she was on Howard Stern Friday.
Uh-oh.
Saying how she's clean.
No,
So,
Jim, a woman died. My
In the sound
God.
effects, God.
well, it's probably been 20 years.
Yeesh.
Brian, don't act shocked.
Hit her with the whoa.
That's Ryan.
Like she accidentally
Whoopsie.
did
Of
that.
all the people on this panel, Ryan, I don't think you should be
I'm not the one that did that.
inserting.
You're a sausage guy.
Don't speak ill of the dead.
It's a
Jeez.
shame. Do you have any different stroke sounders there, Jim? Like what you talking about, Willis? Or
I do not. I do
you
not.
don't? All right,
Just
that's
hit a
something
Bret
to
Hart
look
one because that's close enough to Strokes.
at.
But I'm the asshole, right, Ryan?
Stroke for
Well,
you.
Bret Hart is still alive.
I don't think a stroke is something to joke about.
Not even a different.
But an
stroke.
overdose is Jim.
I mean,
Again, that's at Big Jim Sports on Twitter. Send your complaints to at Big Jim Sports.
Mark,
You can
number
send him
2.
to at Huddle Up Pod too, just so he's getting them from all angles.
From all angles.
Number
Look,
2, Mark.
Devin in the comments is pissed at you too.
Look at that. Devin is fired up
Look
tonight.
at that. Fucking Devin.
He's so mad he actually spelled every word correctly.
Oh my!
Oh,
Now, Matthew,
That's-
spelling is nothing to joke about either.
Mark, who was your number 2 pick?
all right. I'm glad you asked, Matthew. Number 2, I have Zelina Gomez and Carmelo.
Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony.
Why'd
You know
you
what,
put them on there?
Yeah, I sat down here and I thought, maybe I should have put the 24/7 before the women's tag team championship because they're both about the same. They really don't mean much.
Jeez.
It's a shame.
Actually,
It
I
really
probably
is.
would have flipped them if we're doing
Yeah,
that.
I could have flipped them. I was
For
thinking,
being honest here.
so you put a team like Carmella and Zelina Vega together, and they're tag team champions. It's, hey, it is what it is.
Did I miss
this is
like a storyline? What's with the mask?
I guess she wants to
gotta-
protect her face, I guess.
Okay.
I think Corey Graves asked her to protect her face. Don't
It's
you have a Rusev clip there, Jim, about the face?
Cover my face.
About the face.
Mark sets the table and then has to still ask for the joke.
It's Thanksgiving.
out of all the
Thanksgiving.
things that he like. I blank out sometimes when he talks.
Well, it happens.
Forgive
It's all right.
me.
All the time.
We're talking turkey here now on this Thanksgiving episode. Thanks for being with us, folks. So number 2, I had Zelina Vega and Carmella.
It
The
literally
trash talking,
took 14 minutes for him to give 2 picks.
So number 1, I had there Roman Reigns. Yeah, and I mean honestly, I don't know how anybody in WWE could think Roman Reigns is not going to be like the wrestler of the year. I think it's a given. It's going to happen. He beat Biggie Langston on the big PPV, that Survivor Series, the biggest pay-per-view of the year. It's Roman's year, and I'm sorry if that upsets anybody. That's
okay.
just how I feel.
It's all right. For me, my number 3 goes to Randy Orton, breaking the pay-per-view record at Survivor Series, the most pay-per-view matches in WWE history.
Wow.
And picks up the win. Him and Matt Riddle over the Usos on Sunday, and they go hard in the paint, so not an easy thing to do to beat the Usos on a pay-per-view. My number 2, Roman Reigns defeating the WWE champion from Monday Night Raw, beating Big E. Roman continues to roll through the year, roll through the roster. And my number 1, Becky Lynch.
What's left of it?
Well, I mean,
We're getting down to the end.
there's that
If he
too.
can hold on to the next pay-per-view, I think he may be the wrestler of the year.
He may be the last. Well, I mean, when you have nobody left on the roster, it's pretty easy to determine.
That's why they canceled the pay-per-view next month. So we're gonna have Roman wrestle. He beat everybody.
Exactly. And my number 1, Becky Lynch defeating Charlotte Flair in the opener of Survivor Series. My match of the night. Again, probably not saying a whole lot from Survivor Series, but nonetheless, the man picks up the win. So for the week, since Tim is not here, we'll do that. Becky Lynch takes your number 1 spot with 16 points. Roman Reigns at number 2 with 8. Number 3 is the Hangman Adam Page with 5, and number 4, Omos and Dana Brooke gets the number 4 spot with 4 points on the week. So, Ryan, despite your best efforts, LeBron James does not crack the top 4 for the week. Maybe you would put him at number 1. He would have
Should have done it.
should have gotten that.
Should have done it.
And for the year, Roman Reigns still sitting atop our list as well. 60 points. Daniel Bryan Danielson, 31 points. Kenny Omega at 3rd place with 28. Big E and Hangman now at number 4 with 24 points. Brit Baker, number 6, 21. Matt Cardona continues to plummet. He is down to number 7 with 20 points.
So unnecessary.
Why would you bury him like that?
I mean, he was up at what, number 2 at one point? I feel
I don't think
Unbelievable.
it was that high. I think
He was
might
at
have
least-
been
Might have been
Number
behind
5.
that. He was up there.
He was
He
at
was at
least
number
number
2.
3 at some point. Somebody else continuing to plummet is the unemployed Karrion Kross. There, I buried him more. Does that make it better? Probably
Yes.
not. At 18 points, Malachi Black and CM Punk check in at the number 9 spot with 17 points. So that's where we leave off for week number 33.
Since John Moxley and Cesaro, way before Gargano, there was Savage and Roddy, and Saturdays on NBC. These 5 guys on Facebook are gonna take a hard look. Come Thursday brings to you the wrestler on the week.